Let me ask you a question. Do you feel better listening to Trudeau give a speech, or do you feel better seeing the truckers and the Canadian citizens in the streets of Ottawa? Which makes you feel better, right? Which group of persons or person do you identify with most? I know who I identify with most, and it isn't Trudeau. There's something off about that guy. Something doesn't make sense. What I'm seeing is his whole country coming together, wanting an end to what he and his people have imposed upon them for 2 years, and him not listening. Something else is going on. I heard something. I watched a video this afternoon talking about what that could be, but I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to share that with you. But this person said, hey, there's other things going on that we're not aware of, that the general public, the general population, the rest of the world isn't aware of. Something's off right there, right? You have the whole rest of the world getting back to normal. And again, it's weird that they're doing that because, and I haven't checked in Austria yet. I need to check on them, but it's weird. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're getting back to normal, but it's weird because they were so into it. Like just almost like one day they woke up in a snap and we're back to, being a normal, rational, critical thinking human being. And we're not going to go forward with this. Duh. But I'm seeing that happen a little bit. But then Trudeau, I don't know what's happening in Australia anymore. I have lost touch with them, but Trudeau still acting crazy, and Newsom's acting crazy, and New York is acting crazy. Their leaders there, the mayor and the governor of New York. So we've got this confluence now going on where some of the world's like, yeah, we're going to head back to normal and get on with our lives. And other people are digging in deeper. It's freaking weird. The whole thing is weird. What are you going to do? I just pray every day for the safety of those truckers and those Canadian people that something crazy doesn't go down. I pray for their safety. I pray for their well-being. And if I was up there, if I lived closer, I would be there with them. They are freaking awesome. They look like salt of the earth people. Shoveling the streets of Ottawa. I hope I have that right. I've heard all these Canadian names in my brain the last, few weeks or the months. And so they're getting, it's getting all mixed up, but it is Ottawa. They're at the capital city of Ottawa, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I don't have that wrong. You'll let me know if I don't. That's one thing about social media. I learned so much, not necessarily in the YouTube comments because I don't get a lot of comments at this point, but on my TikTok, I get a lot of comments. And I'll tell you something, as you may or may not know, there is gold in those comments. And all you hear on the internet and from talking heads that say, oh, comments are full of stupidity and ignorance. Not in my opinion. You people are freaking brilliant. Whether you're watching this wherever, and it's that fringe minority. Well, I don't even, I sound like Trudeau, don't I? It's not a fringe minority. It's the people that no one, it's the sleepers. Like I call you people sleepers that are brilliant, but you don't pipe up about it, right? You and I know, let's call it what it is. Sometimes the most ignorant people are the one piping up, right? They have to be heard at all costs, and they're not generally the smartest, right? Look at the politicians. Nothing against great politicians, but there is a general consensus that the most qualified person, the most effective person, the best person for the job doesn't want that job. No, thank you. I don't want to be on stage being scrutinized, having my whole life being dumped out on the table and examined. They don't want it, right? I'm still amazed that Trump wanted to be president. But that just goes to show you how much, and I like a lot of things he did. There was one thing in particular I never understand why he did it. We won't go into it, but you probably know what it is. It happened in 2020, and it involved corporations who have a history of being fraudulent and making false claims and have paid some of the largest fines in the history of the U.S., he wrote him a check. I don't understand it. I'm not going to go down that now. But anyway, I don't know why Trump wanted to do it. Your whole life is on, display for people. But I'm glad he did. Don't get me wrong. But back to my point, some of the most effective would-be politicians don't want to do it. And so who does it? The politicians that sometimes aren't that great, right? That don't know any better. See, someone who knows how shitty that's going to be, they don't want to get involved. A person who's arrogant and they're not looking within, they don't really care how great of a job they're going to be. They just want to be on a pedestal at any and all cost to make themselves feel better. We know it happens all the time in business and in public sector. Those are the kind of people that end up there in a large part. And we're seeing that now. I mean, I think we've seen it throughout history. I'm not saying there's not some smart people there. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the majority, or some, I'd say the majority. You got to be a special kind of character to want to do that. But back to my point. This is going to shift, and I see this going very well for Canadians. I see this going very well for people in the U.S., right? We're all connected, If it goes well for one group, it's going to go well for all of them. So, we're gonna come out ahead, and we already are to a degree, right? It's starting to happen, and I see what's going down up there, and it's very encouraging, and I really like it. I really like seeing it, But that's my 2 cents. Leave a comment down below, letting me know what you think, and letting me know how you think it's going to go, right? What do you think is going to happen? Is it going to be like a good thing up there, or is it going to be crazy? But anyway, have an awesome night. Thank you for checking out the episode here, the video. And until next time, I wish you all the best health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.